Alright, dear Math Marines, here on Monday, September 27th. Our objective today was students will be able to order rational numbers. And our homework is going to take place on page 619. It's lesson 2-2, which is in the middle of the page. And you're going to be doing problems 13, 19, 21, and 22. Only 4 problems for focus tonight because they are a little bit longer of a problem. You also have a BCR right here. It says at a pizza party there were 4 pizzas that were left over. The fractional parts that were eaten are 1/2, 4/7, 3/8, and 7/16. And it basically wants you to order that from least to greatest. You do have a mathematic right here. Make sure you do that as well. And I'm going to go ahead and do number 21 for you. So if I look in the book on page 619, on lesson 2-2, I go down to 19. Nope, I'm doing 21. Sorry. Do number 21. So I want to do 4/9, 0.4, 0.44, and 3/5. When I have a problem like this, the first thing I have to do is see if I can make these into common denominators. Not really, because I got some decimals in there, so I'm going to make sure that I take the 4/9 and the 3/5 and I make those into decimals first. So let's do 3/5. 3/5 as a decimal, I make sure I put my 5 goes into the 3. I add a decimal place above and below and 3 zeros. I put 3 zeros there just because I want to make sure I go to at least the 3rd decimal spot. 5 goes into 3 0 times. 5 goes into 30 6 times. 6 times 5 is 30. And look at that. It's a terminating decimal. It stops right there. So that means that 3/5 is equal to 0.6. Now, that's good news because already 0.6 is greater than these other two. So this looks like it's going to be my greatest one. So now I'm going to go over here and do 4/9. I'm going to turn this into a decimal also. So I'm going to go 9 into 4. 3 zeros with some decimal points. 9 goes into 4 0 times, but 9 goes into 40 4 times. 4 times 9 is 36. And I get a remainder of 4. Bring down a 0. I get a 40. I did 40 here. I did 40 here. I'm going to get a repeating decimal from this. So that means that this answer right here is going to be 0.4 repeating. You can put that little bar right above it. So look what I can do. I can actually rewrite this problem now. Instead of having 4/9, I can write this as 0.4 repeating. Instead of having 3/5, I can write this whole thing as 0.6. And now it's just a matter if I can change, or I'm sorry, not if I can change, if I can order all of these numbers from least to greatest. So I would think to myself, you know what, I got to find out which one is the absolute smallest. So look at the dimes place, my 10ths place. This guy's got 6 dimes, he's got the most. This guy's got 4, this guy's got 4, this guy's got 4. Alright, well now I have to go to my 100ths place. This guy's got 4 pennies, this guy's got nothing. This 4 right here means there's going to be a 4 there as well. It's just going to keep repeating on. So that guy has 4 pennies also. This guy doesn't. This guy just has 4 dimes. So 0.4 would go first. And I can cross that out, make sure I know about it. Now, I have to find out what's the next. I have 0.4 repeating and I have 0.44. Well, we can clearly see that this 4 is going to keep going right here. It's going to keep going and going and going and going and going, which means that this has a little bit more, just a tiny bit more than this guy. Because in the thousandths place right here is a 0. So 0.44 would come next. Oops, there we go. Well, 0.44 comes next, then guess what? Obviously 0.4 repeating would have to come right after that. And that would leave us just with 0.6. Oops, I'm looking at the wrong part. There we go. 0.6. So you could take those, you could put a big box around them, make sure that on a test that you would have to replace these two. 0.4 repeating was actually 4/9, and 0.6 was actually 3/5. That's how you solve it.